Module 4, Lesson 5, Problem Set. Okay, so for A, what we're going to do is we're going to do multiples of 45. So you have 45 here, and then you are going to complete about 6 multiples of 45. So you have to think about 45 times 2 equals 90. So you already have 90 there. Okay, now you're going to add 45 to 90. That's the same as saying 45 times 3, and that will be 135. So the next angle will be 135 degrees, and you continue like that. Okay, if you add 45, 0, 8, 1, that will be 180. Then if you add 45 to that, it will be 225. And then you add 45 to that, 270. And then you continue with the other two, okay? Adding 45, 45, 45, 45. So that's finding the multiples, okay? For the set B, you're going to do every 30s, okay? So if you do every 30 degrees, 30 will be the first one, 60, then it will be 90, then 120. So what you're doing is 30 times 1 to 30, plus 30 is 60, plus 30 is 90, 90 plus 30 is 120, and so on. 150, 180. So make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, 6 multiples. So then, for number 2 is asking you, circle any angle measures that appear on both lists. So I'm going to change color so you can see it better. And if you circle, you can circle 90 because it appears in both lists. 180 appears also in both lists. So what do you notice about them? Okay, so think about it. If you have something like that, that turn is 90 degrees. So you need 2 45 degrees turns to make a right angle, and 3 30 degrees turns to make a 90-degree angle. Okay, so what you're saying is that if it's at 0, you need 45, 90, you need 2 45s to make a 90, or you need 1, 2, 3 30-degree angles to make a 90. Number 3, list the angle measures from problem 1 that are acute. So acute are all the angles that are less than 90. So you have to go back to your list, all the angles that are less than 90. So you will have 45 degrees for A, and 30 and 60 for B. Trace each angle with your finger as you say its measurement. So you don't need to draw anything, but if you would like to draw it, a 45-degree angle is right in the middle, and then you can trace your finger. a 30 degree is smaller than that, and a 60 degrees is bigger than that. Okay. 4. List the angle measures from problem 1 that are obtuse. So obtuse, problem 1 will be 135, 120, 150, 135 degrees, 120, and 150. You cannot include 90, you cannot include 180 because those angles have a different name. Okay, so that's 3 and 4. 5. We found out today that first is 1 out of 360 of a whole turn. 1 degree is 1 out of 360 of a whole turn. Yes, it is 1 out of 360. That means that 2 degrees angle is 2 out of 360 of a whole turn. What fraction of a whole turn is each of the benchmark angles you listed in problem 1? Okay, so problem 1, let's do A first, okay? This one's tricky. This one's tricky, so you have to think about it. You have a circle, and in the circle you have angles, right? So if you're looking at A, how many turns do you need to do a full turn or a complete turn? So you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need 8 turns to complete a 360. Let me see, what fraction of a whole turn is each of the benchmarks? Okay, so 45 will be 45 degrees out of 360. That will be the first one, and of course the second one will be 90 out of 360. And if you look at B, it will be 30 out of 360 and 60 out of 360, and then you continue like that. Okay, now how many 45 angles does it take to make a full turn? Okay, so this one actually goes down here, so you need 8 turns. I was getting ahead of myself. Okay, 8 turns. How many 30-degree angles does it take to make a full turn? Well, think about it. A 90-degree angle has 1, 2, 3. That means that there's 3 here, there's 6 there, 9, and finally here you will have 12. So you need 12 turns. If you don't understand what I'm saying, make a circle. Make sure you represent your 90-degree angle, and then you divide this in 30 degrees. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, and then you will have to do it again there, and again there, and again there. And if you count all of them, you should get 12 turns. Okay, if you didn't have a protractor, how could you reconstruct a quarter of it from 0 to 90? Oh, 0 to 90, that's easy. Okay, we're going to do this one. Sorry, we're going to do this one in a different video. Let's see, and that's the ESSEC ticket, so that's it.